Press and press and press and try to win.
Boss.
Hello. Welcome back to the channel. This is Career Boss Podcast, Sport Edition. My name is KC, the field footballer. And of course, here in the studio, we have the one and only Uzo McKay.
Yeah. This is Uzo. Man, I'm cool, man. This is Uzo Maki, the international coach. A touch of Jose Mourinho and a touch of Ancelotti. That is
what will you rather want to be called the field coach this time?
No. I can't be failed. Mourinho has never failed. Ancelotti has never failed. So I can't be a field coach.
All right, Uzo. All right. So basically, what we're going to be looking at today is the World Cup qualifiers. Not the AFCON, the World Cup qualifiers there in Uyo. The match is going to be taking place on the 7th. That's between Nigeria Super Eagles and South Africa Bafana. Yes, that match is supposed to be a cracker. It's envisaged to be a cracker. But then quickly, I'll just give a quick highlight or quick info about what's happening right now all over the globe for the Super Eagles and Super Falcons. Of course, we just got an info. AFCON has been moved to 2016. Yes, the AFCON tournament was built for 2025. That's next year, boys. It's been moved. And FIFA gave reasons that they have a very tight schedule in their calendar, so they have to move it. But that's fine, no problem. All right, Uzo, let's look at the Super Eagles and let's see how ready they are to conquer the Bafana South Africa. First of all, we'll be looking at Truth Ekong, captain. Yes, Truth Ekong was injured within the season and he recovered. And he really raced his way up to recovery. But yes, he's not had a couple of matches to keep him fit. But then he did not make the list according to Finidi George. Is that a good call by the coach?
Yes, it's a good call by Coach Finidi. If you could look it well, Trusekon has made his mark. You understand me? He's not an upcoming national team player. He's already registered. He was the vice captain, and so him getting injured for me doesn't count. This is the period where you need to test run.
Uzo, this is a World Cup qualifier. It is not a friendly, Uzo.
Yeah, no. For me, even if it's a World Cup, the Bafana, the boys, for me, it's just like a friendly match because we know we are going to beat them.
Yes,
we are going to beat them. We are going to beat them, and we're playing them in Uyo. We are going to defeat them. They are just boys.
So let's say because Uyo is a tested stadium, and you feel we are jinxed to always win at Uyo. Is that what you're saying?
No, not because of that. The issue there is this: when it comes to South Africa playing us in Nigeria, we always have the edge over them. Yes, the crowd is always on our side. The team spirit. And with now the spirit we're coming in from the AFCONs is quite high. So, and this is going to be our first international match after the AFCONs. So definitely we are going to beat the Bafana.
Uzo, but then remember we met South Africa at the AFCON and it wasn't an easy match.
Yes, it wasn't an easy match because you should understand when you're playing a tournament, it's kind of a do or die affair, and you should understand at that period in time, so many of the Nigerian players were little bit not putting their best because they were trying not to get injured. Because you should know the factor: African players, when they play for their country, they tend not to give their full 100.
Exactly.
Because if they get injured, automatically the national team doesn't take care of them, and they get benched in their clubs. which now makes them to actually lose their spots in their various respective teams. So, but if you look at the other side of the Bafana, 99% of all their players play in the South African league.
Yes, in their local league. Yes.
Yeah, they play in their local league. So if they should go injured, automatically they are not going to play for their local leagues, which means their local leagues are going to going down. It's going to be their depreciation is going to be going down. So okay, definitely,
let's look at Osimhen's absence. Let's look at Osimhen's absence. Enough of Cruz Econ. Let's look at Osimhen's absence. In the absence of Osimhen, do you think we are still going to be raining goals at Uyo?
Yes, yeah. You know, for me, the happiness I had was as Osimhen was not included in this list, Victor Boniface is included. So as Victor Boniface is now fit with him winning the Bundesliga, I was very, very happy seeing his name on that list. Because if Osimhen wasn't there and Victor Boniface wasn't there, I could have been very scary. It could have been very scary for us. But with the inclusion of Victor Boniface, I am well relaxed. Because Ademola Lookman coming in from winning the Europa, Victor Boniface winning the Bundesliga, you could see so many of them. Now, who did well in their previous league.
But Boniface, has Boniface been tested with the Super Eagles? That's my fear. We know he's a goal machine in his club by Leverkusen, but then is he tested material in the Super Eagles? He should have been tested at the AFCON, but he got injured. So my problem now is, or my fear is, can we rely on Victor Boniface? Or would we have just picked maybe a Sadiq Umar in the absence of Victor Boniface? At least pick a striker that has been tested. And I still thank God though there's a Kelechi Iheanacho. I really, really, really love Kelechi on that list. And don't get me wrong, Victor Boniface is a star man, but has he been tested with the Super Eagles shirt? So that's the question.
Oh yeah. This is a very lovely question you just asked. Because first of all, you should understand. I think when the period when Osimhen won the under 17 cup, you know, Victor Boniface was supposed to be on that list. He got injured before the tournament. He was now dropped. Now again, when they were supposed to go to the AFCON, he got injured again. Almost the same period of time, just few weeks to the tournament. He got injured again. And if you watch some of his comments he posted, you should understand that Victor Boniface is hungry to achieve with the Super Eagles. You could see the desire in him. You could see the energy in his statements, because that is the kind of player we need in Nigeria. That's the kind of player we need in the Super Eagles. People who are determined, that when they get injured, you see their statements, you see their reaction, that it hurts them that they are not able to play for the Super Eagles. So that is why, with the inclusion of Victor Boniface in this list, I am well assured he is going to perform.
Things will look up. All right, Uzo, thank you for that. That's a bit reassuring. You're not feeling the judge, but then it just feels good to hear a Super Eagles fan in Nigeria being very optimistic about the Super Eagles. Thank you very much. Now let's look at the midfield. Right now, we have Wilfred Ndidi Odum right now in the midfield. We missed him at the AFCONs. It was very clear. As a matter of fact, it was clearer at the finals or during the final match against Cote d'Ivoire. We missed a Wilfred Ndidi. We missed that presence. We missed that courage in the midfield, that character. We missed him a lot. Right now, he's been included, and of course, he's still going to be with the Frank Onyeka, the likes of the Alex Iwobis and the rest of them, Alhassan Yusuf. Do you think Wilfred Ndidi will spur us to a good win there to you?
Yes, he will, but there's always a but in Wilfred Ndidi for me. It's because I love when a player has consistency. You can see. With Wilfred Ndidi's full career in the Super Eagles, he hasn't given us a full, consistent kind of playing. And and you attested to lack the injuries he has gotten with the playing for the Super Eagles. Yeah. But for me, his performance hasn't been 100. He goes up and he comes down. He goes up and he comes down. This kind of players are players where I can't give my full backing on this kind of players, because the time you might need them to step up, they might just disappoint you. It's just like where you were playing. It's just like where you were playing with Rashidi Yekini of back in the days. If Rashidi Yekini wears that shirt, you see him on the pitch for 90 minutes, he is giving you his 100.
So in terms of vote of confidence for Wilfred Ndidi, let's say out of 100, how many percentage will you give him in terms of your vote of confidence?
Yeah, for me, my vote of confidence, I give Wilfred Ndidi a 60%.
60?
Yes.
Wow,
I give Wilfred Ndidi a 60%.
That is not reassuring for we, the Super Eagles fans.
Yeah, no.
Yes, but then I love that opinion of yours as regards Wilfred not being consistent. I haven't really noticed that, but then now that you've said it, I'll begin to really look deep.
I
know what you mean by him not being consistent. It's more about the level he plays with at his club and the level he plays with in the national team. Just the same way people were accusing the Mikel Obi, that Mikel is always, in his club he gives 100, and he comes with national team, he doesn't really give his all. I get that sentimental call, but then let's hope Wilfred Ndidi gives us his 100%. As a matter of fact, I really hope his presence in that midfield will make a lot of difference. You get? That's what I think. And I know you think the same way, but then you're just trying to say, just when you think he's gonna give us 100.
This kind of thing. You have to always, in coaching, you have to always look at the negative side of everything.
Correct.
The negative side, because if you are too positive, then you become overconfident, and overconfidence sometimes make you lose games, make you lose performance. But when you always see yourself, oh, I'm not yet the best. I am not the best. I'm not yet the best. I want to be the best. Then now you see, with every game going in, you are having you are going to be getting a good spirit going into that match.
Okay, all right. That's for Wilfred Ndidi's presence in the midfield. Thank you very much. That is a very, 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 very strong opinion, and I appreciate that. So we need a bottle. All right, let's move over to the local players in the team. I noticed Finidi George, unlike his predecessor Pesero, he didn't really give enough room for local players. When I mean local, I mean the NPFL Nigerian players, Nigerian league players. He didn't really give them enough room in the Super Eagles. But Finidi George, being an ex-NPFL coach, he's come in and he's giving them quite a good number in the team. Is that the way to go for this?
Oh, yes. It's 100% the way to go. Pesero, people saying he didn't give the home base quite a chance. You should understand that in African football, there's always the politics behind the curtains. Yes, and you should understand that again with the situation in the country. Most times when you have foreign coaches, they don't have that freedom to just move, go anywhere. Just like because if you remember during the days of Westerhoff, Westerhoff used to go to secondary school games. He attended some secondary school games, school tournaments, because he was well comfortable in Nigeria. He moved freely. He could go to a village game. What he wanted was, I'm looking for pure talent.
That's good.
Which Pizarro did not do. So you should not expect him you should not expect him to put in local-based players. And again, with Finidi George coming from Enyimba, yes, he shouldn't give me that excuse, because already you've played against most of all these players, and you know, because already you were a manager of Enyimba. If you were not being picked as the manager of the Super Eagles, there should be one or two players that you could have been eyeing as the manager to bring into Enyimba.
To bring into Super Eagles, yes, or even Enyimba. Yes.
Yeah, no, if he hadn't made the Super Eagles, there were players he was eyeing. So he should not give me that excuse of not including home-based players. And again, to the home-based players, there's always one thing I always want to tell them. Look, if you work hard, if you work seriously hard, you can make it to the Super Eagles. If you work hard, if the local based players could work hard the way they are working hard to make it to Europe, they could make it in the Super Eagles. Yes, I'm saying that. Because now if you watch well, we play CAF Champions League. In Africa, we have the best talents. We have the best players. And I still wonder why, when it comes to the CAF Champions League, the Confederation Cup, we are not winning them anymore. So you should see the home-based players are not putting their best for me.
I guess it's about the quality reducing, and most Nigerian home-based players are just eager to leave the shores of the country and fly their trade abroad, where they can get benefit or value for their skill and talent. It's that idea is not far-fetched. We already know that already about the local players.
Yeah, we already know that.
Let's look at the coaches' formation. Do you have a formation in mind? Looking at the list of players that were called up, do you have a formation in mind you think will suit the crop of players that were called for this match?
Yeah, basically, the Nigeria have the standard of the 4-4-2 formation, which we always been known from right from Westerhoff. Before even Westerhoff, we've been known for the 4-4-2. But with the crop of players I'm seeing here, the likes of Ademola Lookman, Victor Boniface, Iwobi, Frank, Ndidi, with the crops of these players I see, a 4-4-3 is more suitable for the likes of these players.
A 4-3-3.
Yes, a 4-3-3 formation is more suitable because if you watch well, Victor Boniface playing in Borussia Dortmund, they play the 4-4-2 formation. Ademola Lookman coming from Atlanta, they play the 4-4-3 formation. Iwobi coming from Fulham, they play the 4-4-3 formation. So you see most of these players were already used to playing that 4-4-3 formation. So using that same formation will make life easier for Finidi George.
All right. That's a very, very, very good opinion as regards the formation we want the coach to play. Although Finidi has said it's not about the formations or sophistications, it's more about the players' ability to play and their willingness to play well for the Super Eagles. But now let's look at the jerseys they brought. I heard they want to test a new jersey. Have you seen the jerseys? Is it something you like?
I've seen so many jerseys flying online as the new jersey that's going to come out, but they haven't. There's no one I could put my mark on that this is the actual jersey, because I saw about 3 of them.
3 different jerseys.
I saw 3 different jerseys, so I won't say this is the particular one.
Do they look good compared to the one we have already?
No, the jerseys I saw, they actually look good, because what I see Nike doing now, they are trying to Africanize our kind of jerseys. They're trying to bring in a little bit of African flair in the designs. Yeah, so basically the ones I saw, I actually liked one. I never liked the other two. So I just prayed the one I liked was the one they were going to use.
All right. All right, thank you very much. But then before we let you go, so let's have your take on the scores. What are your predictions for the match in South Africa?
The match is going to be at the first half. The Nigerian Super Eagles are going to have dominance on that game, and for me, they should use that opportunity to score more goals. Because from all records, you could always watch it that whenever playing the Bafana, those small boys, it's always in the second half, around the 70-something minutes. That is when they start to oppress and press and try to win. Because they always like to lay back, let you do what you want to do. Then they come around the something minutes to try to play their game, put in their
fast players.
Yes, put their fast players to try to score. So for me, we are going to dominate on the first half, and I want us to counter on that in scoring those goals. But for me, I see that game ending a 3-1 in favor of Nigeria.
Oh wow, that's a good one. And Nigeria have a good record against their coach Hugo Bruce. Even when he was with Cameroon, Nigeria, then I was in Mikel Obi era, we won them home and away.
Yeah.
So even in the Nations Cup, AFCON,
yes,
we still won him. So, but then, football is history, but football is reality at the same time. On the go, things can change. All right, thank you very much. Let's hope that match favors Super Eagles of Nigeria. All right, for everybody watching our channel here at the Carabos and Sports Studio, we're going to be having a live watch along.
Join us.
Yes,
while we watch that game.
Join us as we watch that game. We're going to be bringing in so many expert minds that will analyze the game on the go, and let's see if the Super Eagles will be able to have a good win against the Bafana of South Africa there in Uyo, Nigeria. All right, thank you very much for joining us. This is to say goodbye from all of us. My name is Casey, the favorite footballer. And of course, I had Uzomake.
Yeah, Uzomake, man.
All right.
The Mourinho with Ancelotti twist.
All right. Thank you very much, Uzo. See you on the match day.
Yeah.